I made several trips to the Salween River to encourage the refugees. During one trip, I learned how a doctor's premonition saved all the patients in his makeshift hospital at the front. The Burmese soldiers had orders to wipe out the pesky Karen people. The Karens refused to stop wearing their traditional clothing. They refused to dress like the Burmese. They also insisted on keeping their own language and not speaking Burmese. The government of Burma, which became Myanmar, zeroed in on them, determined to wipe out this impertinent group that would not buckle under their rule. I also heard that oil had been discovered in the territory occupied by the hundreds of thousands of Karens. If true, that would also have been a driving motive. The modern world does love its oil. Anyway, I was told that Karen spies reported that the Burmese army was planning an all-out assault on the Karens, even planning to cross the Salween and attack the refugee camps on the Thai side of the river. The Karen leaders ordered a 3-day fast throughout the Karen territory. They could eat nothing. They could drink nothing. They couldn't even smoke their hand-rolled cigarettes and pipes, which was a tremendous sacrifice for many of them. They told me that after 3 days, the Burmese began to drop bombs from planes on a village on the Burmese side of the river. A young man played his tape for me that he had recorded during the attack. Boom, boom, boom. Bombs dropped all around the village, but not one hit the target. A refugee doctor told me his experience. I had set up a makeshift field camp upriver. I had wounded soldiers lying on mats and we were all asleep. Suddenly I woke up. I had a feeling of great urgency to move the patients. I woke them up and told those who were more able to move the seriously wounded. The men grumbled at being awakened and balked at carrying out the more severely wounded. But eventually we got everybody moved off, stumbling into the jungle. No sooner were we at a safe distance from the clinic than the Burmese blew it up with mortars. Because of my premonition, no Karens were injured in the attack. A few days later, a young Burmese soldier surrendered to our troops. He told us that after the mortar attack, the Burmese soldiers crept down to the clearing where they had blown up the clinic. They planned to capture whatever Karens were still there. But the clearing was deathly still. They thought the Karens were hiding, waiting to ambush them, so they all ran away. So funny. I believe God was honoring their 3-day fast by total protection. No Karen was killed. No Karen was even hurt in this bomb and mortar attack. What's more, God does seem to have a sense of humor. I can just picture him chuckling when the Burmese soldiers turned tail and ran.